Did you have a nice flight here today?
Oh yes, you sure did.
What was the weather like in Miami Beach?
It was 86, I think, or 85.
Was it hot and humid? Or was it nice?
This morning it wasn't so hot. Oh.
What's the matter?
What happened?
Hmm?
Did Ziggy get your ball?
Have you ever seen yourself on TV?
No.
Well, this film that we're taking, as soon as I'm finished filming,
Yeah.
I'll be able to show it to you on TV.
That's terrific, huh?
Any words you want for posterity?
Yeah.
Look at Jamie. Jamie, smile.
Give Daddy a
Jamie.
special smile.
Oh, that's a very nice smile.
Oh,
You want to do that again? A special smile.
Oh,
right
he hit his nose.
Give Daddy a special smile.
Das ist die Carl Mann.
Die Carl Mann.
Yeah,
There.
Carmen.
They're Carl Mann. Yeah.
Jamie, tell Daddy where Corey is.
Where's Corey?
Und das ist, huh?
Tell Daddy where Corey is.
Where's Corey?
You have to move.
I have to move. Oh.
These are moving pictures.
Oh.
Call Corey.
Are you going to call Howard's mother and father tonight? Or tomorrow?
Tonight, I
Here
guess
she
tomorrow.
is.
You can call tonight.
Yeah?
Sure.
She's been calling you for
Thank-
about 15 minutes. She went downstairs and was calling you.
Oh, by 9 o'clock they will be awake yet.
Sure. Corey,
Yes.
why don't you ask Opa some questions? Ask him what his hometown was like when he was a little boy.
What was your hometown like when you were a little boy?
Country.
Country.
What was the name of it?
Selson.
Selson is like my maiden name. It's Selz, S-E-L-Z.
Where is Selson located? Is it near what big German city?
Mainz.
Mainz?
Mainz.
Yeah.
S-A-I-N-Z.
Uh-huh. But if his hometown was Selson, what was your hometown?
Weikopsheim.
Oh, that's easy to say.
Yeah?
What was that again?
Weikopsheim.
Is that near Mainz also?
No.
What is that near?
This is
That's,
Stuttgart.
where is it?
Near Stuttgart.
Near Stuttgart? No, it's quite a good distance away from Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, where they test the Mercedes-Benz cars?
Right.
And is there a raceway there?
Right.
How far away were you?
Oh, that's, I can't really tell, quite some.
Looks like everything that...
Would you know how far away Stuttgart from Weikopsheim is? Huh? You have a better knowledge of distances, you know. Oh, no, he doesn't know either.
Well, are both of those towns now in West Germany?
Yeah. His hometown was in the First World War. The French were there, you know, the
French occupation.
occupation. Yeah.
The French occupied your hometown during World War I?
Yeah.
Obviously, that was toward the end of the war.
Yeah, everywhere.
What happened?
Oh, Jamie, what happened to Jamie? What's your most pleasant memory of your hometown?
Mine?
Yeah.
I had a nice boyfriend there.
Oh, yeah?
And his name was not Carl?
No, it wasn't Carl. No.
Henry.
Henry.
Henry. Heinrich. family.
Heinrich?
How long did you live there? Did you live there?
Until I got married.
Yes.
Well, I was away from for a year or for a few months again, and then.
And what about you? Did you stay in your hometown?
No, he lived in Mainz.
What did you do in Mainz?
He was in business. There's I don't know, you never heard of the Keats. It was a big, how do you say, Kaufhaus?
Farmhouse.
Yeah. Warenhaus in Selbe. There was a big, it was a big concern, you know, and, like Burdines or John March in Miami, you know.
I was a department store.
Department store, like.
Yeah.
And
What are you doing?
he had a good job there.
I'm going to end the film for right now. So everybody wave bye-bye.
Say bye-bye, Jamie.
Are you girls going to sing for Mama?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, would you like to hear us sing Corina?
Could I have a big smile from everybody first? Please. Come on, Opa.
What?
Tammy wants
Wow.
to take a picture
Of
all of us.
oh.
Looks so nice over there.
Where should we stand when we sing?
Can you sing right there?
Okay. We're going to sing together at last.
Okay.
You want to start?
It goes on film too?
Go ahead. 1, 2, 3.
You started. He started.
I thought you were singing together.
We're singing together at last then. We sing it together, but we both have certain parts.
Well, why don't you begin at the same time?
I'll start. I'm ready. Together at last. Together forever. We're tying a knot. They never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you. You wrap me around. The cute little finger. You made life a song. You made me the singer. And what's a anthem to me always probably. I don't need anything but you. Yesterday was plain awful. You could say that again. Yesterday was plain awful. But that's not now, that's when. I'm poor as a mouse. I'm richer than Midas. But nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything but you. Hamlet needed his mother, Orph needed his shop, Orville needed his brother, or else he'd go cut-plop. We're two of a kind, the happiest pair now. Like Fred and Adele, we're flirting on air now. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything but you.
Very good.
Thank you. That's from the Broadway play Annie.
Yeah?
Did you ever see Annie?
I saw part of it, I'm sure.
Do you know if I want to sing a song?
That would be something. I used to sing nicely.
You probably still do.
One of the things that we wanted to get on film, we wanted to ask you questions about where your parents were born, your brothers and your sisters, where they are now, Since Opa only has one sister, it would be easy for him to start.
Yeah.
What is your sister's name?
Pina.
What is her full name?
Pina Emmerich.
Filipina.
Philippine.
Filipina.
Oh. And is she younger or older than you were?
She's younger.
How much?
A year.
1 year.
So you're going to be 86 on June 2nd. When will she be 85?
July 22nd.
27.
She's 27.
Yeah, Muti's birthday is July the 22nd.
Yeah, right.
And my birthday is July the 29th.
29th.
That's a lot of birthdays
in
in
July.
You said it.
And Muti, what about your... Well, let's finish with Opa.
Mm.
Where was your father born and where was your mother born?
My father was born in Selsen,
Germany.
Germany.
And where was your mother born?
Yes, Alzheimer.
Opa, what year did you come to America?
1936.
36.
What was your mother's maiden name?
Herzog.
Herzog?
Mm-hmm.
And where was... does she have any brothers and sisters?
She has a brother.
Is he living today?
No, he's dead.
Were there any cousins that you have from your mother's side of the family that are still alive?
I don't think so.
No, there's nobody.
They are not alive anymore.
What is your mother and father's name? What were their first names?
Julius Mann. My mother,
Fanny.
Fanny Mann.
Fanny Herzog.
Fanny
Herzog.
Mann geboren Herzog.
My mother once told me that I was named after one of your mother's brothers.
My grandmother.
Jody J. Julius was probably the grandfather.
And Muti, what about your mother and father? I know your father's name. Your father's name I always thought was such an interesting name.
Yeah.
Ferdinand. Yeah?
Ferdinand.
And your mother's name?
Mina.
Nina.
Nina.
And what was
Stein.
her maiden name was Stein?
Yeah.
And where was she from?
Messelhausen.
Messel. Is that near where you were born?
No, that was
Yeah, Würzburg.
yeah, near Würzburg. Würzburg is a big
where-
city. Yeah.
That's where you were born.
No,
No?
I was born in Weikersheim.
Why did I think those two towns sounded alike? I had no idea. Where was your father born?
In Lautenbach.
Lautenbach, yeah.
And what is that near? What big town is Lautenberg?
That was close to Weikersheim.
Oh!
Yeah, all the names sound the same.
And your brothers and sisters and the order. Who was the oldest?
Arthur, my brother, he doesn't live anymore. You know, he died.
Yeah. He died just a few years ago. 3
Yeah.
years ago, I believe.
Yeah. And I'm next. I'm
Yeah.
the second oldest. And my sister in Israel,
She's a doctor.
she's a doctor, yeah.
And her
What is
name?
her name?
Irma.
Irma. When did she go to Israel?
1933.
1933. And then
And
you,
then Walter, that's my youngest brother.
and he's in Israel also, yeah?
Yeah.
Did he go to Israel in 1933 also?
Yeah.
What does he do in Israel?
He has a moshav, if you know what that is.
Farm.
That's a collective farm, you know,
Co-op?
something like it. But each is an owner of the, you know, of his own farm.
Mm-hmm.
But they buy like a communal, you know, like a, how do they call it here?
Sharecropper?
No, it's not sharecropper. It's they, for instance, they buy so they can buy wholesale, you know, in
Oh.
all the needs for the farms, feed and
Mm-hmm.
and equipment and all that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Where do they live in Israel?
in
Oh, sorry.
Bertuvia.
Baltuvia?
Bertuvia.
And is that where Irma lives also?
No,
She lives in
he lives
Haifa.
in Haifa.
Is Haifa the largest city, or is Tel Aviv?
No, Tel Aviv and Jerusalem naturally. So.
And how many children does your sister Irma have?
2.
2 boys.
2 boys?
Yeah.
And your brother Walter has?
Yes, 3 children.
3 children.
2 girls and 1 boy, 1 son.
Was it your sister Irma's daughter-in-law who was killed in the...
Yeah, she was killed an army truck drove in. She rode a bicycle.
Yeah.
And the army truck ran into her and killed her instantly.
And there were, if I recall, she had 5 children, yeah?
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
That must have been 7 years or so ago.
And then the baby of your family is Tante Senta, yeah?
Yeah.
And she lives right down the street from you. And when did Tante Senta come to the United States?
She was here a year earlier than we, in 1935. Huh? Yeah.
Was she married then? Did she?
Yeah.
And when you first came to the United States, I always liked the story about when you saw all the gift shops.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us that story?
Yeah. But, you know, we didn't speak very well English. And I walked down the street and saw gift shop, gift shop. Gift is in German a poison.
And you were probably wondering, why were these Americans so obsessed with poison?
And I was wondering what it meant, until I knew what it meant, you know.
And where did you stay in New York?
In New York we lived in
Heights.
Manhattan, Washington Heights.
And you lived in an apartment with others?
No, we rented a big apartment and we rented out rooms, you know, to make the rent cheaper.
Aunt Annalise, how old was she?
Annalise was 3 years old.
I guess she doesn't remember too much of that time.
Where was Annalise born?
Annalise in Mühlhausen, Thüringen.
Germany.
In Germany, yeah. Another mouthful, right.
But isn't there something interesting about the midwife who assisted you when Annalise was born?
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, we didn't know each other, you know, Howard and Howard's parents in Germany, and we lived almost in the next city, you know, where they lived. And the same midwife brought Howard to work who did Annalise.
Yeah, isn't that strange? The same midwife assisted you,
it's
assisted
unbelievable, you know, how fate works, you know.
Yeah.
And years and years later, Annalise met Howard, you know, through the synagogue and the youth, the Jewish youth group they joined, you know. I mean, art belonged to it too, you know. Ruth's husband, Ruth's husband.
Yeah. How long did you live in New York City?
7 years.
And then during that period of time you saved your money?
We tried to save as much as we could.
And then after 7 years, and after all that experience in department stores,
gift shops,
and all this experience, this still young man from Mines decided the only normal thing to do was to become a chicken farmer. Whatever made you decide to become a poultry farmer?
A girl lived in the same apartment. Her father was a poultry farmer.
A girl from Glassboro. Her parents lived in Glassboro. And she lived in the same house where we lived in New York. And she told Carl about her father's farm, you know. And he went to meet him and to see the farm, and everybody at that time so many refugees, you know, from Germany. They started chicken farms because it was to make a living and not to be a slave in New York, you know.
Yeah.
So you were a slave on the farm.
What was that girl's name? Do you remember?
Yeah. She.
I don't know what you forget.
At the moment, I don't know. I don't remember. Her father died too, no? Yeah, I think she died also. While we were on the farm, her mother died, and I mean, we became good friends with the family, you know.
What year did you move to the farm?
43.
1943.
And was it difficult? Did you realize that there was much, much more to poultry farming than perhaps you had anticipated?
No, it was a good business first.
It was a good business at the time, yeah.
When did it not become a good business?
When the Jews started to buy frozen chicken. See, at that time, the women, the Jewish women, always wanted a fresh chicken for Sabbath, you know.
For the Sabbath, yeah.
Yeah, and they wouldn't buy a dead chicken. They bought it alive and dressed it and had it killed by the butcher, you know. And then they opened up these kosher, you know, like what's the name of the poultry, big poultry?
Cabinets.
A big poultry farm?
No, a big place who kills and dresses and
like a slaughterhouse?
Makes them kosher and buys sells them frozen, you know.
Was this like a slaughterhouse?
It's a big factory, like, you know.
Oh.
The farm that you first moved to from New York, is that the farm in Echo?
What
Berlin.
is that?
Berlin?
Yeah.
Is that the farm?
Yeah, that's
Now it's an office building, isn't it?
Yeah. And then in 1948 you had a very big surprise.
yeah. Right.
Were you surprised to discover that you were going to be a mother again?
I wasn't surprised. Everybody else was.
Were you surprised, Opa?
He said always, gee, I'm so old already. He was 50 already, you know.
Yeah. What things do you remember most about Margot as a baby?
She was a cutie.
There's some pictures up there of her, isn't there?
She was just as cute as Jamie.
Yeah. Well, it had been so long since you had another baby in the house because Annalise was
16 years old.
16 years old. And what things did you see that were similar between Margot and Annalise, and what things were different? I know once Opa told me a story that he knew that they were different in the way that they brought his slippers to him. Do you remember?
Just like Jamie, she picked up two, not one at a time. You know, she was so tiny, like maybe a little older than Jamie now. And she didn't pick up one, she picked up two at the same time.
But Annalise picked up one at a time.
Yeah.
Do you remember any special stories when she was a little girl? I know she told me several stories about her dogs. Her dog Tippy, that was hit by a car, and you didn't tell her?
Yeah. It's thought we told her he ran away. He ran away because she loved the dog, you know.
And I've always found it interesting how you told her that her birthday was September the 7th for years, no less. Now, why did you tell her that her birthday was September the 7th?
Because we wanted to get her in school a year earlier, you know. Because I wouldn't take her. It was only a few weeks difference, you know, because she was born in October and the school started in September. You know?
So when did you finally tell her that her birthday was really October the 7th, not September the 7th?
I don't remember that.
I seem to recall that she said she was in 4th or 5th grade before she knew. But I always found it fascinating that you even went through the process of having a birthday party and everything on September the 7th. Well, I think you made the right decision, though, because she obviously was ready for school.
Yeah.
She did quite well in school.
Yeah.
And it would have been foolish to have her wait an additional year.
Yeah. And
was she surprised when you told her?
I don't remember that.
If I recall, I think Renee Swimmer told her.
Yeah, and it could be
Who was that?
a girlfriend she grew up with.
Now, what happened to your farm when you stopped dealing with chickens and then you decided to start dealing with turkeys?
They
We took turkeys in.
Well, the chicken business was dead, and the turkey business started to be big, you know. And that's where we could make a living, and that's why we changed over and then the turkey business went dead too.
Yeah.
after a few years.
Consignment.
My mother told me that the turkeys used to chase her all over the backyard.
I had to go out in the yard with a stick to chase them away, you know.
But I also recall that she told me how stupid turkeys were.
But how?
How stupid.
Yeah.
They weren't very intelligent.
For example. Yes, for example.
She would draw a line on the road and put some seed there, and the turkey would follow the seed and then act as if he couldn't get back into the cage because there was a line on the ground.
I remember when Margot was about 4 years old. She was sitting on the floor in the kitchen, I think, and having a book in her hand. One of a children's book, you know. And she read in it and turned the pages, and a visitor came in and said, "My goodness, that girl can read already." She had learned it by heart. She had read it so many times that she turned the page at the right time, you know, whatever she was reading.
Did you find it difficult having a young teenage daughter running around?
Well, when she was a teenager, it was difficult. Yeah. Because she was a rebel, you know.
But, I don't know, you used very effective psychology on her. I recall that she would always say, I can't do anything wrong, it would break my mother's heart.
But I can't? What?
She always said, I can't do anything wrong, it would break my mother's heart. So I thought, you had convinced her that your love and respect meant more than anything in the world. And she obviously did quite a bit in a very brief period of time, so you were a success. You were a good mommy and daddy.
And a good grandmother.
Yeah, it was...
You're still alive.
Thank you. She was she was a difficult in her... she was a youngster yet when you got married, no?
Yeah.
How old was she?
She hadn't...
She just turned 20.
19, yeah? Or
no, she was 20.
She was 20 when you got married?
Yeah. But a very spirited 20.
You can say that again.
Well, that's the German willfulness, yeah?
What's willfulness?
Willfulness.
Germans can be willful.
Spirited.
I remember Opa told me one time, prior to the outbreak of hostilities in World War I, that young Germans greeted one another on the street. Instead of saying good morning to one another, they said, England must be punished.
Good Strafe England.
Good Strafe England.
Well, I'm really happy that we have an opportunity to put all this on film.
So am I.
You know, it's funny, I look at Opa's face and he really hasn't aged that much. I mean,
No, his face looks really...
his face looks terrific.
Yeah, that's true. Unbelievable.
That face is the same it was 15 years ago. It's the same face.
Yeah, you see on the pictures here, no?
Yeah. Maybe his mustache was a little darker then, yeah?
He was black.
His mustache was darker, yeah?
Maybe, yeah.
I think it was a little bit darker, yeah. Okay, everybody, I'm going to end now. Everybody give me a big smile.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
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 I
Bye-bye.
say bye-bye in German.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.